Hey guys, I am at the movie theaters tonight and I gotta get going. I just dropped my mom out the front, but I do want to do a really quick intro. I wasn't gonna go see this movie, but here's the thing. My mom just turned 81 this year. I want to spend as much time as possible with her. My dad passed away last year, so she has always expressed the desire to go see a $5 movie on Tuesday with me. And every single time she asked me what was playing, it's always like something she was not even close to her wheelhouse. So today we're going to go see Inside Out 2. And we actually did our homework. We watched the first one last night to make sure that we were prepared for this one. So in just a few seconds, guys, I will be right back to let you know what I think about Inside Out 2. All right, in just a few seconds, guys. See ya. Bye. Hey guys, I just got done watching the film, and real quick, because she is itching to get out of here. But hold on for a second. All right, Mom, we just got done watching the movie.
This movie was very good.
Yeah? Did you like it as much as the original?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
Had a lot of spunk to it.
It was a lot of fun. All right, well, so what would you give the movie out of 1 out of 100? What would you give that movie?
Oh, I'd probably get about an 80.
80? Really? That's a pretty deep cut.
It was a cute movie.
Yeah, it was. All right. That's all I need from you. Well, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and just go over the plot really quick. First off, like I said, we did do our homework yesterday. We did watch the original movie. In this movie, surprisingly enough, followed that formula from the last movie completely, 100%. The last movie, it was basically Riley, our main character, moved from Montana to California. That was the plot of the first movie. And if you know anything about Inside Out, it's like 50% Riley's story and 50% what's inside of Riley's head story, right? We have like 4 different characters. We had joy, we had anger, we had sadness, and then we had fear. And those were our 4 main characters for the last movie. And then we saw how Riley acted through the lens of those 4 characters. Those 4 characters were controlling him, controlling her via a control board, and whoever was at that control board at that time, then Riley would exhibit those emotions. So if anger was controlling Riley at the time, it was anger's time to drive the steering wheel, right? So Riley would act out in anger, and of course it's a story that we've seen in different ways many times. But Pixar really did kind of like polish that gem and made it new and gave us a really good story. So I was kind of leery about this second movie. I didn't understand why they had to tell that story again. And that's basically what they did. They just retold the same story. This time, they were going to hockey camp. Instead of making that big move to California, we are actually now just going to hockey camp. But this hockey camp hinges on the fact that whether we get into high school hockey or not, right? And so we are introduced to 4 different characters. On top of our core characters, we have anxiety, we have some I forget, some emo character with a cell phone, and she really never got off the couch. We had embarrassment. We also had some other character, I forget. But anyways, so we were introduced to these new characters, and of course we focus on anxiety. Anxiety is taking the helm, and she kind of banishes the rest of the emotions outside of the head, and then also kind of abandons our Riley's core belief system, right? So that was the goal of this movie, was they had to go to the back of the brain to recollect that core system, that core belief system, to build her character up again. We saw how anxiety tried to control the picture and how terribly wrong it goes with that. So we have that story going on, and also at the same time we had the Riley story going on, where she's trying to impress her new teammates to solidify her place on that team. Now, here's the thing: is that story? It's been told many, many, many times in different various ways. Or fortunately for Pixar, they've found a winning formula. They have really bright, colorful characters, and these characters have definite emotion and definite motivations throughout the story that everybody, at least I always speak for myself, I completely got behind. And even though this is a children's movie, it speaks a lot of truisms, and it's really fun to see how those emotions direct and how they control Riley and how in her behaviors. And that was super fun to do. I really, really enjoyed not only the last movie that came out, but I enjoyed this movie as well. And the added bonus is that I got to see it with my mom. I got to spend time with my mom. So here's the thing. I'm going to give this a score. Mom, you heard her review of it, but I'm going to give this 100%. It got your blood flowing. It got you involved in those characters, and when they finally, when the conclusion hit, and it felt right, it was really fun, and it was fulfilling and satisfying. It was very satisfying. I enjoyed this movie completely, and it is totally, here's the thing, it is a sequel, so I kind of didn't feel like a really urgent need to see this, but I think we really should support this. I looked at my mom at the end of the movie, and I thought to myself, and I asked her at that time, man, this movie is really good. You think it's good enough for a third movie? I think we're going to get a trilogy out of this. I mean, they gave it to Cars, for Christ's sake. They can give Inside Out a trilogy. Let's see another movie of this. Go out and support this movie so that we get the quality movie. Like the last two movies, if we support this movie, they'll give us the quality movie that we were demanding with our money, right? So go out and support this movie so that we get a third one. Here's my prediction. Riley's going to be grown up, and she's going to have a daughter, and the daughter is going to go through the same things that Riley did in these movies. That's my prediction. But we'll wait until Inside Out 3. All right. But either than that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. It was a pleasure talking to you. And it was a severe pleasure watching this movie. I had my doubts, but I really had a good time with it. So, as always, I do wish everybody peace. Montane, I'll talk to you guys later, and goodbye. Did you like it as much as the original?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
Had a lot of spunk to it, and we're going to go to the movies again together.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, indeed.
And go to the movies again. Good.